Hi everybody, welcome to Quartzville Railroad video number 8. Thank you all so much for watching, really do appreciate that. Today's video we're going to talk about electrical. We're going to start working on the electrical for the layout that's in the shed back there. Today we're going to be talking mostly about the Peninsula section because I got a lot of the wiring done previously and it's ready to go, but I want to show you how I do it and what my thinking is and what my kind of what my plan is for these things, and which I will be extending to the rest of the railroad once we get going with that. So with that, let's get to it. Okay, so today I'm going to show everybody how I do the wiring for my layout. This is on the Peninsula here. This is the section of Kato Unitrack that's eventually going to connect over to the rest of the new layout. But for right now, I uncovered this, and if you look really close right in here, you can see that I have a couple of wires coming there to power that section of flex track which is connected into the yard here. So I'm going to turn the layout on its side and show you the underside of it. Okay, so this is the underside of the layout, and this complete spaghetti bowl mess of wiring is in fact the wiring system that I have, and it does look like a complete spaghetti bowl, especially over here, but it actually does make sense to me anyway when you understand how it goes. So let me show you what these are right here. There's 3 of these things called terminal blocks, which I have here on this side of the layout. This is where you can easily distribute power throughout the entire layout. Instead of having to solder in a million feeder wires onto the mainline bus, you can just have them run into to these terminal blocks, and I'll show you those for the main power here in a second. These 2 up here at the top, these are colored red and yellow, and those are actually for accessories. In this case, for the switches for the turnouts, and I'll talk about those a lot later when I get into actually adding new switches to the new part of the layout. What I want to focus on is down here, this small terminal switch here, and these 2 at the very bottom. That's the actual main power that would go to the layout if I had them installed. I don't have them in there right now. But how I've chosen to do things for my layout, keep it easy in my brain, is black and white is the main power. It may not be the standard for how electrical actually works in the real world, but that's how it's going to work on my layout. And keep it easy for which one, which colored wire gets to which track wire, or I guess which section of track. Black goes to back, because it rhymes there, and white goes to the front. Pretty simple. So that's how I do it. And if you look up here, let me raise the thing a little bit. This is right up here at the top. This one right here is the actual top wire that I was, or the top part of the track that I was showing you a little bit ago. And as you can see, there's a black and a white wire coming out of that. And that again goes black to the back track and white to the bottom track. And I'll show you that when I get around to the other side. But if you follow the black and the white mainline wire here from here and go all the way across, it will end up here at these 2 terminal blocks. And this is where I'm distributing black and white wires out. So I'll just take this white wire as an example. This is the main, I believe this one right here is the main white wire bus. And I have it split out across the top to where you can plug a white cable or white wire from anywhere else on the layout into this bottom part, and you'll have that polarity of power going to that. Same thing with this bottom one, which you can't quite see too well on here. That's the black colored wire, or going to the back. So the main bus wire plugs into here, gets distributed out to all 12 of those along the terminal block, and then wherever else I need power for black and white wires, I just run a feeder wire to the terminal blocks, instead of trying again to solder in to the mainline bus. So let me go show you the other side. All right, so before we go to the other side, I want to show you I have another terminal block right here for the red and the yellow wires. Red and yellow is what I'm using for the polarity for the accessory bus, which again in this case is the switches for the turnouts. And over here, let's see if I can show you. That's one of the blocks right here for one of the control panels for the terminal for the switches, and then there's another one down here at the bottom. Let's see if I can make it go. There we go. There's that one right there. So that's why I have one of these blocks down here at the bottom for the red and the yellow power. So let me go around to the back side and kind of put these into perspective for you. Well, kind of weird seeing my layout on its side like this, but this is what it looks like on its side. And this is where I wanted to show you where the black and the white polarity comes into play. And this is actually a really good example right here. Let me try to zoom in on this track right here. There we go. So if you look really close, you can see a black wire that goes to the top track. And so that's black to back. And then a white wire, which is soldered into the bottom there, white to front. So this whole section right here is, as you would look at it, this whole bottom section would be what you see. So again, black to back on every one of those and white to front on all those. This section up here, it's upside down. So in this case, you can't really see it. Maybe you can up here at the top. This is the one we were looking at originally. This bottom wire, or this one right here, this is black because this would be back as you're looking at it. And then this one up here at the top would be white to the front. If you look really close, let me try to zoom in on that. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Black on the back, and then white going to the front soldered in. Okay, as a final follow-up here, what I'm going to be doing on this side and also on that side over there is I'm going to have to unsolder these two wires right there and then move the feeder wires down here a little bit so that I can get the the track in something like that. That is my current plan to get this done. So that should be good when I get this completed. So thank you very much for watching Quartzville Railroad video number 8. Hope you learned something about how I do the electrical system for my N-scale layout here in the shed. I plan on using that similar format for the rest of the layout as I get the electrical things built. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you would consider subscribing to my channel. You get more content like this as for the next several years. I plan on building my layout of my dreams here in the shed back there. So please again hit the subscribe button, like, and hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos. So again, thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.